Welcome back to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast. I, of course, am your host, KC Phoenix, and it is time for a tarot reading for the collective. This is for the new moon in Leo, which is happening. It actually starts going into from the 27th into the 29th. The 29th, I guess you could say, is the official day of the new moon in Leo. So, right now, I've titled this Unintentional Attention. That's the energy I've been picking up before even doing the pre-shuffle and all this other stuff. I took notes during my pre-shuffle, and then I'll get into the reading in a second. So for some of you, you're going to find yourself in leadership positions, which makes sense because Leos are considered leaders. They're lions. Lion represents Leo. Also with the sun energy as well. Prosperity came out twice. So there was a double confirmation of prosperity that came out. Guidance came out. Now, for some of you, you may be leaders who are offering guidance to others. For others of you, you may find yourself in a leadership position needing guidance from others because maybe you have not been in a leadership position before, or for this particular position, you need additional guidance to make sure that you're an effective leader. Now, this is the strange thing. Shout out to all the people who got their summer bodies, who got their beach bodies for the summer, who had a goal, because that was the energy I picked up too. The death card came out with transformation. And then one thing I had thought about was actually transforming the body. Temptation came out, and then also beauty came out. Now, this is the thing. With temptation, it isn't just, oh, well, you're tempted by something. Temptation can also be that you're using yourself to tempt someone else. And honestly, that is kind of what I feel is the case for some people, where they were able to transform their bodies, and now it's kind of like, okay, well, if I got it, flaunt it. And I'm not even mad at you about that. You may want to be careful. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Another thing that I picked up is with the single energy, you will have lots of options. For the love reading for Sagittarius, Hot Commodity was the title of that reading, which I uploaded all the love readings yesterday. So the general readings for each sign and the love readings for each sign are already up. But for Sagittarius, the energy that I was picking up for Sagittarius is that Sagittarius will be in demand a lot during Leo season. And I feel with the Nine of Pentacles, there's going to be some stability for people. They're going to be in demand. Also, people will be competing for individuals as well, and maybe even competing for leadership positions too. But mostly, I feel this is more about I hate to say superficial, but that's kind of what I feel that it is, where people are seeing something and then they're like, oh, I want that. Or someone knows that they're beautiful and then they're like, okay, I want, this person or these people to want me. Now, the crazy thing is that also I feel that for some of you, you may not be aware of your beauty. Again, unintentional attention, where you're just being you, but you're being noticed. You're doing the regular things you're doing, but all of a sudden people are noticing you. It's almost like when you go to the club, even though I haven't been to a club in ages, but it's like when you go to a club and then you start receiving all these compliments on your outfit that you're wearing. And in your mind, you're like, I just got this off the sale rack at Ross. I just put some stuff together. But in their mind, looking at you, you have good fashion sense because you put something together that everybody's like, wow, that's fly. Wow, that's amazing. That really looks good on you. Or if you're dancing in the club and then all of a sudden all eyes are on you, when really you're just dancing, doing you, minding your business and having a good time, but all of a sudden everybody's staring at you dancing. You don't think that you're that great of a dancer. You think that you're okay. You're just having a good time, but everybody wants to focus on you. The attention is on you. I feel that for some of you, when you find yourself thrust into the quote unquote spotlight, some of you might be tempted to take advantage of the things that come with that type of attention. So I guess we can say what they always say in all the readings: stay grounded. Remember where you came from, remember who you are, and all that other jazzy stuff. Also, another thing that I picked up too is that for some people, there will be a little bit of jealousy and envy. They're going to think that something came to you easily, but really it was hard fought. The foundation that you have, the stability that you have, some people will look at you and be like, oh, well, how did they get that? They don't deserve that. What did they do? What did they do to get there? But they don't know the story behind every single thing that you did to get to where you are now in this stable place, or the things that you deal with behind the scenes in order to maintain that stability. Because some people don't get that. They're like, oh, I want the private jet. Well, guess what? Okay, that's cute, but you have to pay for fuel for the jet. People don't know this, but also when you have a private jet, you have to have somewhere to store the jet. In addition to that, when you land at airports and do this and do that, you have to pay fees for that. And the list goes on and on and on of things that are required when maintaining a private jet. But all people think about is, oh, I want a private jet. Or, oh, I want this mansion. Okay, what about the maintenance of the grounds and everything else? You have to take care of the grass. You have to take care of the trees. You have to make sure everything is watered. You have to make sure that the electricity is being regulated. Maintaining the pool, which can be actually one of the largest expenses when it comes to homes, is maintaining the pool. So all of these things that come with it, some people just see, oh, well, they got the house, they got the car, they got the plane, they got this, they got that. But they're not thinking about, all right, well, what does that person have to do to maintain all of that? It's not just going to maintain itself. There's things that have to be done to keep the money, the stability flowing in to maintain what you have. And some people don't get that. And they may not get that when they look at you and the things that you've accomplished. And then what else? Because I wrote this down. Also, for private relationships. Now, for Capricorn in their love reading, it wasn't necessarily private, but they weren't looking to throw it all in public. But for this, I feel like for some of you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You may be taking a private relationship public. There may have been someone that you have kept a secret. And now, going into this new moon in Leo, going into Leo season, you're like, you know what? I've been with this person for 6 months, or I've been with this person for a year, or 2 years, or 5 years. It's time to let these people, let the world know this is who I'm with. And do that. So some private relationships may be going public after this new moon in Leo during Leo season. So there might even be some newsworthy announcement in regards to maybe a celebrity couple or something like that. All right, so that is what I have. Now, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. So that is the pre-shuffle energy. I'm going to get to the main energy now. Like I said before, all of the readings for love in general are up. I should be working on the money readings. Hopefully next weekend is when I should be working on the money readings. Regardless of what reading you listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. All right. May I have the energy for the new moon in Leo? May I have the energy for the new moon in Leo? May I have the energy for the new moon in Leo. And something just said to me, don't forget to give back. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear for the new moon in Leo? This card keeps on calling out to me, so I'm going to take it. All right. And may I have 2 more cards, please? And for the decks that I'm using, my oracle decks, I'm using gods and titans and goddesses and sirens is what I'm using for my oracle decks. May I have 2 more cards, please? Thank you. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck. Interesting. I told you there might be some people who are angry and jealous, envious, anger and rage. So Typhoon is at the bottom of the deck. In the heart of the matter, sacrifice. So some of you have sacrificed, or you may have to sacrifice. I'm thinking, as I'm looking at this, Mithras, this is giving me wounded warrior energy, which was the energy that I picked up when I was talking about earlier. Like, some people don't know what you've been through. They don't know what you sacrificed to get to where you are. That's something I'm picking up. The other card that came out is the Jade Emperor. Organization. Organization. So this is about being organized. For some of you, that may be the sacrifice, is that you have to buckle down and get organized. The other card that came out is Vulcan. Inventiveness. Inventiveness. So some of you may have to invent ways to organize the things in your life. Others of you, I don't know why, I feel like someone might actually be inventing something, a new way of doing things. Maybe it's going to be out with the old way of doing things. You may have to sacrifice an old way of doing something. But again, with the anger and rage coming out at the bottom of the deck, and something just said to me, some of you might be upset because your sacrifice has not been recognized. You might be angry about that. That you have not received the credit that you deserve. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. All right, next oracle deck. May I have the energy for the collective for the new moon in Leo? May I have the energy for the collective for the new moon in Leo? Energy for the collective for the new moon in Leo. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear for the new moon in Leo? May I have some cards, please? Thank you. Hecate or Hecate. Illumination. So something is going to be brought to light that may go with the inventiveness. It's interesting that we have inventiveness and illumination right here on the left side. May I have another card, please? Okay, that's 3. Well, take that one because that's the one that fell. Let's see what this is. Beauty. Beauty has come out again. Going back to, I told you at the beginning in the pre-shuffle, I feel like somebody got their beach body. That's honestly what I feel like. There was some type of body transformation, a physical transformation, where someone, and also this one is Helena Troy. Helena Troy. People went to war for Helena Troy because of her beauty. But I feel like there's some type of sacrifice that someone went through to get this body that they have now. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, we can go ahead and remove body out of this and put this on something else, where someone sacrificed in order to show the beauty of whatever they put their energy into, if you want to look at it that way. But the strongest energy, I really feel like this is an individual who did some work on their body, and now it was a huge transformation. May I have another card, please? But for beauty to come out in the pre-shuffle, thank you. And in the main, and yet pleasure. I told you. This is something. Now, for some of you, you may have redid something for yourself. It may not have been a thing of, oh, I'm going to go to the gym and get the beach body. It may have been a thing of, oh, I'm going to go to the gym and just get healthy. Or, oh, I'll start eating this way just to get healthy. You may not have had the desire or the goal in mind to be like, well, I'm doing this so I can look better, so I can attract more people. It's just, you're attracting more people. This is going back to what I said before. Unintentional attention. And with pleasure here as well, I'm going back to the temptation. For some of you, with you being so magnetic during this period, what's at the bottom of the deck? Irresistibility. Wow. This is crazy. Like you are irresistible. This is very skin surface type stuff that's going on in this reading. Pleasure, beauty, irresistible. I really feel someone glowed up physically. There's a lot of this energy here. But I don't believe they were doing it for the attention. I believe whoever did this, and whoever this is resonating with, I believe you just did it for yourself. I don't think you were looking for anything at all. And again, I feel like some people might be mad at you, rage and anger, because you remember when Adele lost that weight and then some of her fans got upset that she lost weight? But I don't feel like whoever this is resonating with, that you did it for superficial reasons. I feel like you might have just did it for health reasons and for yourself. It was more for you than anybody else. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me take some more cards here. But in this new body, or in this new energy, let's say that, because maybe energetically there was a transformation, and not just a physical transformation. You had an energetic transformation. Because don't forget, first of all, beauty is subjective. I always talk about that. It doesn't matter what one person thinks is beautiful, another person may think that it's not beautiful. So beauty is subjective. But let's take the skin, the flesh out of it and just focus on the energy. You can do an energy transformation. if you walk around feeling like you're not worth anything, and you keep on saying you're not worth anything, if you're stuck in that energy, then other people around you will entertain the energy that you are putting out. You're saying you're not worth anything. But if you switch your energy and you're like, oh, no, 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 I'm an emperor, I'm an empress, I don't take any type of, disrespect. There's only certain things I accept, and I only accept the best. When you switch your energy up, people approach you differently. For some of you, it could be a situation where you may not have changed yourself physically, but you changed yourself energetically. And now people are like, oh, wow. Hold on. Let me give this person another look. And then there could be some of you where you did both. You changed yourself physically and you changed yourself energetically. And then that's a double whammy right there that will make you irresistible. So, and then under that one is new beginnings. But yeah, may I have the energy for the collective, for the new moon in Leo. Energy for the collective, for the new moon in Leo. Energy for the collective, for the new moon in Leo. What is it that the collective needs to hear? Two of Cups, definitely union going on. Water energy when I split the deck. Again, I feel like some private relationships will be going public after the new moon in Leo. What is it that the collective needs to hear? May I have some cards, please? What is it that the collective needs to hear? Thank you. The Star card came out. So this is about being the center of attention. This is also about a wish. This is about healing. This is about faith. This is about hope. This is about direction. The Star card has come out. So again, I feel like you are getting unintentional attention is what's happening. May I have, and I saw 9 of Swords. Some of you will have to adjust to the attention that you're receiving. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. Justice at the heart of the matter. You're receiving this because it is karmically due. This is Libra energy. Also, Star card is Aquarius energy. Mind you, both of these are major arcanas. So this is karmically due to you, where you may have been overlooked in the past. You may have been, and for some of you, your beauty may not have even changed that much. You may not have even done that much. But now people are looking at you. Or in any other type of environment, whether it's home, whether it's work, whether it's whatever, people are now looking at you because maybe you were quiet before. And now people are like, wait a second, let me take a look at this person. Have I been overlooking this person all this time? Have I had gold in front of me all this time? Have I had a precious jewel in front of me all this time? This is justice. Things are balancing out because karma is due. May I have another card, please? Thank you. Another major arcana, High Priestess. So 3 major arcanas. Pisces and Cancer energy is what this is. So for the High Priestess, it can be about secrets. High Priestess can also be about knowledge, too. Again, I feel like some private relationships are going public. Also, for others of you, going back to, you may have been hidden before where you were overlooked. But now that justice is here, at the heart of the matter, karma is due. Things are balancing out. You're receiving the attention that you should have received at the beginning because you were a precious jewel at the very beginning. It's just you may have been hidden. All right, and bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups. You can't make this up. This is emotional fulfillment on steroids. This is family. Some of you might be starting families. In Cups, energy again is water energy. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay, let me take some more cards. May I have the energy for the collective, for the new moon in Leo. Energy for the collective, for the new moon in Leo. Energy for the collective, for the new moon in Leo. What is it that the collective needs to hear? What is it that the collective needs to hear? This is the King of Cups. The King of Cups has come out multiple times, which is the Muse of Cups in this deck. I'm using the Muse Tarot deck. But being in control of your emotions. Also, some of you, this may be resonating a lot with the Scorpio as well. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. What is it that the collective needs to hear for the new moon in Leo? May I have some cards, please? And one thing that I'm hearing is, yeah, for some of you, you're not doing anything different, but because justice is here, because karma is here, you're receiving the attention. So you're doing your regular thing, thank you. But it's unintentional. We have another major arcana from a different deck. I can't make this stuff up. Judgment. Some of you are receiving a second chance. Some of you are receiving a second look. Some of you are just being very picky. Now, some of you are realizing your worth. That you can't just accept anything into your life. But I do feel with this new energy, there may be people from your past that want to come back. But we have 4 major arcanas on the board. 3 from one deck, 1 from another. May I have another card, please? Thank you. You cannot make this up. I have another major arcana. This is major change happening during Leo season. This is Temperance. And this again says that something is balancing out. You see, Temperance is about moderation. Temperance is about balancing things out. Justice is about balancing things out. Both of these cards are at the heart of the matter. One is Libra energy, one is Sagittarius energy. Some of you may see a very huge change during Libra or Sagittarius season. Some of you could be a Libra or a Sagittarius, and you will be seeing these changes after the new moon in Leo. But justice and temperance are here. This is karma. Balancing things out. Where you were once hidden, you are now being seen. Judgment is here. May I have another card, please? Thank you. This is a first. This has never happened in any of my readings. Ever. None of my readings, this has never happened. All of the cards that have come out are major arcanas. Every single card. All 3 cards that came out from this deck, my Illuminati deck, major arcanas, all 3 cards that came out from my Muse deck, Major Arcanas. The Strength card came out, which is Leo energy. This is a major change that's happening. But also, you're being strong. That's the other reason that balance is coming here. Because when you were overlooked, when it was like you were a secret, you stayed strong during the process. You didn't give up. You kept moving forward. And now, justice is here. At the bottom of the deck, you can't make this up. The Six of Pentacles is the Six of Materials in the Muse Tarot deck. So this Six of Pentacles is a sudden cash infusion. Also, Six of Pentacles deals with the scales balancing out. Something is balancing out in your favor. And for some of you, the attention that you are receiving is unintentional. You are just being you. But now people are finally recognizing your worth, is what they are doing. You have the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck in one, and the Six of Pentacles or Materials at the bottom of this deck. However, I have to add the caveat again. In this new energy, something told me to look under this. What is this? And then the Ace of Wands under that. So yeah, be careful about this energy, this spotlight energy. Don't let it go to your head, and don't abuse what has been given to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. That is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, be blessed.